It's your queen, boss lady, and I am your motivational speaker. And you will be motivated when you hear me through your speakers. Now, this message that I have is for a specific few. This message is for a single mother or some single mothers. Um, this message is going to be very sensitive, a very sensitive subject that I'm about to speak on. Um, but I need to bring awareness to this subject in this situation. Now, we do have to look out for men when it comes to perversion, um, SA, but women are the number one predators. And I know that may sound hard to believe, but they are more into pedophilia, pedophiles than men. And that's just speaking from my experience. And, what I'm about to shine the light on is going to open your eyes and ears to what it is that I'm speaking on. So, you have a group of people, women specifically, that are pedophiles. They human traffic children, women, and you was friends with these people, or you are their family members, and they want to come back in your life because so many times in the past you allowed these people to come back because you're somebody that you operate out of forgiveness, you operate out of not holding grudges, um, and not holding people accountable for things that they did to you. That was you in the past, right? So these people, they want to come back in your life because they've been behind the scenes doing memory spells on you to make you forget. A lot of times you let these people in back in your life based off of your emotions and based off of their spell work. So like I said, you're somebody that operates out of forgiveness. You don't hold people, you don't hold their sins, forever. Like you don't hold dead weight. You know what I'm saying? So it's like these people, they take advantage of that, and they see a way to get back in based off of how you move. But you're not moving like that anymore. You're holding these people accountable. The only reason why they want to come into your life just so they can hit the reverse Uno on you. These people have not changed. They're still pedophiles. They're still pedophilias, and it's it's gone up. It's so many women into this, and it's the energy of they lure men that's not even into it to get into it. And God wants me to share my testimony too as well, so I'm gonna make it real short and simple because it's not sweet. Women are the most pedophile essays, however you want to call it. They prey on young girls. They prey on young boys. Yes, they do. So these people want to come back in your life and just to see, just to snoop around, just to question you, or put you in a situation that they was in so they can, hit the reverse Uno on you. So let me give you a quick short testimony because God keep bringing it to my forehead. So I was in middle school and I was on the what is it called, majorette, drumette, the dance team. And so my mother' favorite thing to say was, I ain't coming to that school. I ain't coming to that school. So every day after practice, I would have to find a ride home. So my mother was the type that she worked overnight. She worked from 11 to 7 overnight. And when she came home, she would be asleep, knocked out. So every day I came home from practice, my mama asleep, knocked out, you know. But this specific day, I asked one of my classmates, could their mom give me a ride home? She said yes. So I'm telling the lady, make a left, make a right, make a left. We get 2 blocks from my house. And this grown ass lady tells me, I'm every bit of like 13, no more than 12 or 13. She was like, oh, you stay right up the street from us. Do you want to just come over and hang out for a little while? And I'm like, I paused because I really didn't know what to say. But I'm like, my little brain is thinking. And I'm like, well, every day I get home, my mom is asleep. And my brothers, they come home, they sling their backpack, they put their play clothes on, they go outside, they come home before the street light come on. My mama don't wake up. She don't even know where they been, what they been doing. Like me, I'm the only one that just go straight home because I really don't have no other place to be. So this is all, going through my head. I'm like, well, and she was like, I'll have you home before dark. And I was like, I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, well, my mama do be asleep and she ain't gonna notice. So I'm like, okay. I said, yeah. Now this grown ass woman knows for a fact that I did not ask my mom for permission. I did not. This is how these grown ass women are baiting your children to turn against you, to go against you, to spite you, to betray you. So I go to this lady house. Me and her daughter, we hang out. We have a good time. Sure enough, before it got dark, she bent them corners and got me on home. Y'all, my mama, these people, you're not someone that intentionally likes to make mistakes. So when you do make mistakes, they go in on your ass, they go hard on your ass. And when you make a mistake that they can grill your ass on, it's like motion detectors go off within them. My mama hard knocked out sleep. I guess her motion detector went off that I didn't come home from practice, and she got up. So when the lady brought me home and I walked in, she laid on me, honey. She laid me out, cussed me up, down, all around, this, that, kicked me off of the team. I could not be on the dance team, cheerleading team, flag girl, none of that. Kicked me off the team. But not once did she say, get that lady on the phone or take me back to that lady house. Because I was like, ma, the lady asked me, could I come over for a little while? And I didn't see, she didn't care about this grown ass lady basically lured me to their house, basically told me like, yeah, it'll be okay. Your mama, you 2 streets up the road, blah, 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 blah. And them roads was long. 2 streets up the road was like 10 minutes. It's like a country hick town, so it's like she never once said, take me back to this lady house so I could talk to her about, telling a child it's okay to not have permission to go, somewhere they're not even supposed to be. I promise you, that lady knew that I was going to get in trouble and my mom was going to kick me off the team. And that's exactly what happened. And this is what's happening with grown adults luring your children and going against you to make your children go against you. And I'm going to put y'all up on the signs, right? So these are the signs. You got to watch your closest friends, your girlfriends. And I'm not necessarily saying like relationship wise, but we just going to call them your best friends. Those are the ones that you have to watch. The girls that you call your best friends. And this is how you can see the red flags. Let's say, you got a teenager, right? And you caught her stealing out of the store, the whatever store, the hair supply store, Family Dollar, whatever. And you laying on to her like, you shouldn't be doing that. People end up in jail, da 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 da. And just so happen your friend comes over, and so you like, girl, hold on, let me finish, talking to my child and disciplining my child and correcting them. And she like, what happened? What's going on? You like, I caught her stealing out the stove. And, I'm just letting her know, like the jailhouse full of those people. Why are you trying to make these decisions when all you have to do is do your allowance. I mean, do your chores, and get your allowance and buy your things the right way, do things the right way, do things the respectful way. You want to be a trustworthy person. People want to be able to trust you, and you know, you could be telling your child, I want to be able to trust you. You shouldn't be a thief, and if you will lie, you will steal, and if you will steal, you will kill. And that saying is so true, and my mom used to say that all the time, and she was literally talking about herself the whole time. She was describing herself the whole time, and that's how I know it to be true. If you will lie, you will steal, and if you will steal, you will kill. So you could be telling your child these things, and this is what your friend gonna say. Instead of your friend saying, that's right, baby, listen to your mama. Your mama not telling you nothing wrong. Your mama not telling you nothing that's gonna, put you in no danger. Your mama is telling you the right thing. Everything that your mama's saying is true. This is how you know that these friends will be doing witchcraft on you and your relationship with your children, and getting your children to turn against you and betray you. Because she'll be like, girl, leave that girl alone. Girl, leave that boy alone. Let him go outside and play, girl. But children gonna do that. Kids gonna do that. They gonna steal. They gonna do da. Cut that bitch off. Cut that bitch off. Any man that you dating, that you disciplining your child, and you disciplining your child the right way, you trying to speak life into your child because they're doing dark things that could get them in trouble, lead them down a dark road, put them in jail, get rid of that nigga. Because these the ones that come into your life specifically just to betray you, just to turn your children against you. And like I said, God is really pulling on my heart right now to share this testimony with. It's a parent out here going through this exact same thing, and it's like they'll try to make you think like it's you, because once your children